Hello guys, I present you like new Basilisk version 4. A lot of small improvements. This is completely new Basilisk, like a second, mine personal second one. And stand. I made two stands for first Basilisk OG2. As you can see, a lot of changes. Much better grip. No cables outside. As you can see, everything is hidden. Also no battery at the moment. I plan to use it without battery at home, like stereo system. This one gonna play the left side and the OG gonna play right side. I show you in other video. So as you can see, here is a holder, custom holder for adapter, power adapter, feet, adjustable feet, reinforcement here. Things is about 22 kilos. Sorry guys, I forget how much it is in pounds, but as you can see now, the same mid-range drivers. This is actually wide bands, but they now have a nice cover, really nice flare. Also, I have changed AMT because that AMT was very bad, and now we have dome tweeters from Dayton car audio actually, but they are very good. They are very good in this system, very small and very good. As you can see, they're angled outwards, toe out, 15 degree each. So, and the color is I've chosen gray color, like a shadow edition. As you can see here, shadow edition. So this thing gonna play a stereo. I have OG Basilisk at home. There is a lot of work in tuning to let it play really good. It plays already very good, but there are some problems with reflections because this layout is actually not optimal for stereo. Like this one is pretty okay for one device. Like if you hear from one device, these two angled tweeters, what they do, they move the comb filter range at about 2-3 meters. So that means I can hear it about from 2-3 meters and actually have some left and right separation. It's limited by the size, of course, but it works. So now is the challenge to make it work as double setup. So one Basilisk gonna play left and one gonna play right, like a proper stereo. I tried Wi-Fi streaming. This amp from UpToStream has Wi-Fi streaming, and you can separate left and right channels, but it's actually very bad. It's okay for party, but for critical listening, it's very bad. It has phase problems, it has delay problems. It's just unusable actually for critical listening. So I'm gonna use 3.5 millimeters jack. So then is the question what gonna be my source? I have some receiver, some very cheap receiver, but with LDAC. So this is the option. And second option is of course laptop, but not that good. Also quality wise it's gonna be better because I'm gonna use audio interface, USB audio interface, and headphone output from Rode. Also it's actually very good quality, but long term it's not usable. Also I don't want to listen to it from laptop. I want to listen to it from phone or from TV. So it's gonna be interesting. Here is my living room, and you can see two Basilisk side by side, like Shadow Edition and old one, OG. So the main differences, as you can see, cables are outside and new one has cables inside. The reason why cables are outside, because I started originally this project as 2.1 system, separated like subwoofer and speakers. So I glued everything together, so I had no real idea how I proceed in the future. So I just made cables outside. I don't know. It still kind of looks cool, this custom cables and shit. So this is much cleaner. As you can see, a lot further details. Like OG has this battery terminal still. A lot of dust on it. Yeah, sorry for it. But yeah, it has a battery terminal. New one doesn't, because yeah, this Hilti is like very expensive. It's not really an option. I plan to make somehow internal battery, yeah, but I don't know how I make it yet, so I just leave it with power adapter at home. Yeah, so yeah, colors, of course, like gray color and white, and then you can see a lot of like decoration stuff, like this feet, like this is new here. Old one was just very basic. I started to edit it, but it takes a lot of time, so it's still kinda OG look. So now front, yeah, from the front side. So actually everything is basically the same. The difference is a lot of parts here are screwed or glued together. Like it's printed with much more parts. Like we're talking about, I don't know, about 100 or something. Here I've made a lot of improvements and managed to make it much beefier, and also with less parts. The obvious one is this new tweeters. I already remade it here because it's not worth to testing with different tweeters and with different tweeters position as proper critical stereo listening. One thing it's missing is new cover. I feel like this new cover is much better than old one. It has some difference in measurements. I measured them both. It's actually not that critical. Doesn't really make a lot of difference. So I will update old one too, but it takes some time. Like the thing is here, it's absolute metal. It's like, I don't know, it's like 400 grams of material reinforced with alubitul and shit. It's very thick. Takes a lot of time to print. It's still printed in as 4 pieces, like this. Bottom one, top one, then this decoration thing, and the front panel. And the shit has to be glued together, and it's kind of tricky. You can very fast ruin it if you're not careful. Anyway, so everything else is basically the same. All the geometry, all the setting, all the crossovers, all the passive radiator settings, like absolutely the same settings. As you can see, if I push here, you can see that shit moves, right? Maybe you can see better here. Yeah, it's like stupid angle here. When I'm pushing on the driver, it moves up. So as you can see them both side by side. I don't know, I think they look pretty cool. So to the stands, like the stands I made from, like, I don't know, almost the cheapest wood I found. It's not even wood, I think it's just glued together panels, or I don't know. It's very light. It's actually very good. It's very light. It's also very stable. Okay, it's now on the not on the ideal surface, but still very stable. It's to tip the shit, you need a lot of power, you know. It gonna come back even from like 20 degrees from tipping angle. So, and it's also reinforced, as you can see. I've printed some beefy material to reinforce it because it's 20 kilo, and this material is very light. It's very cheap. So I think it's still kind of cool. I also printed this sheet here. As you can see, it's for power adapter. I have the power adapter. I'm gonna show you. So basically, this is power adapter inside. You have to connect into this hole. I can. So here is a power adapter inside, as you can see. There is like hole where you put it through, and it's stable. It doesn't really make any noise and shit. Okay, this cable is probably too long. Anyway, it's pretty okay, I think. When you look from front, you can't really see it. Everything is hidden. So as you can see, I can put Bassilisk vertically aligned. This might make adjustments a little bit easier because drivers are then in the same vertical axis. My source at the moment is this Ugreen receiver. It's like Bluetooth 6 or something, LDAC mindfully. It's really cheap, it costs like $20. And it has some wireless, not wireless, mobile use, because it has some small battery inside. So you can charge it and then use it as a receiver without cable, extra cable. So the cable then splits 3.5 and 3.5, and then it goes into each Bassilisk. Yeah. So as you can see, I just put them randomly, vertically, just to test. The main problem with this setup is layout, of course, because this boombox was originally designed to play as solo, but for whatever reason I wanted to make another one and see what happens if I try to play them as proper stereo. Of course, this layout is not really optimal. These tweeters are not, as a two tweeters at separate distance is probably the worst thing for stereo. However, I already tested and it actually works pretty good. The problem is that you really need to tinker a lot to find the sweet spot of listening position, you know, so that image is in the middle, like properly middle image. So it's kind of pain in the ass, not gonna lie. Probably the better solution or the upgrade solution alternative would be to make it much simpler, to remove these two tweeters and instead build one tweeter in the middle. That will be theoretically much better for this type of listening. So here I have my custom-made stand. I made it actually with my friend. Design is also 3D printed. So the idea is you can put it on your headrest in your car, because I'm mainly car audio sound quality guy. This is only my like side hobby, second side hobby, home audio and mobile audio. So I gonna measure this wall sheet here at some listening position with laptop. As you can see from here, my walls are trapeze, they're not square. Like that wall is absolutely not straight, you know. That makes everything much harder. However, it's still possible. It plays and it sounds actually pretty good. I don't know if it's worth it in the end, but who cares? I made it because I could, you know. So let's see what happens. So we are back to the original OG position. So after listening and testing and measuring, the results are interesting. So I already said that this design of Twitter's layout and Twitter's angle was made and calculated in order to become some sort of image and separation left to right when you are using one boombox, yeah? The reason is, if you have tweeters, in best case scenario, of course you want one tweeter. Yes, you want one tweeter in the middle somewhere, but I don't know, this tweeters come as set, like two tweeters, and if I have two tweeters, I use two tweeters. Yes, it makes everything much harder, but anyway, I don't like easy tasks, you know, even if it's totally stupid. So what happens? In the first half meters from the single basilisk, you have that bass zone. You basically have no bass, and up to 2.5 meters, tweeters of axis are not really matched, you know. There is no comb filtering before 2.5 meters. After 2.5 meters, they start to comb filtering, and you totally lose the image. This happens when you use single basilisk, and this happens when you use two basilisk. Yeah, this is like probably should be obvious, but it wasn't. I tried a lot to listen to them from like 3 meters away or something. It doesn't work. Like when you go above 2.5 meters with this layout, with this design, you just get comb filtering, and you get like two comb filtering from 4 tweeters. It's absolute trash. Like it's totally unusable for critical listening. It's good and okay for party, but for critical listening it doesn't work. However, when you are in a sweet spot, like from let's say 1.5 meter up to 2.5 meters, it plays actually pretty good. It plays like you have center. I'm gonna play you this Emma song from Car Audio because I'm Car Audio guy. I made the measurements. This is pretty much the measurement, so you can see the wall of them. This is a measurement on the listening position here, indoors, sweep tone, that goes into both of them. So they both play sweep tone, and this is like combined result. Yeah, as you can see, I don't know, it's probably not ideal, of course, but from the other side, it's actually not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I have no so much experience in home audio. You can correct me and tell me and rate this shit. So I measured it and designed it outdoors. So I measured it without reflections using ATF competition curve. This is like car competition, but I think it still works pretty good. It has like a lot of mid bass, a lot of bass. Not a lot, but it has some increasement of volume and SPL at the bass region, and then it rolls off in the highs. So roll off in the measurements is kind of more extreme than I wanted, than it is from the single source outdoors. However, in reality, it sounds kind of okay. There is nothing that missing too much except for the snooze, like this bass snooze, but I don't know. And mid bass is kind of okay, but not as much as I measured and tuned it outdoors. I feel like stand eats a lot, and position eats a lot. Like this audio, this home audio has some other problems than car audio. I can move my head behind, I get the mid bass back, but I lose more of deep bass. So the null actually moves based on where your position of the head or your body, whatever is. This is interesting in car. You can't really move like 1 meter away from the driver's seat. However, I don't know. Tell me what you think. This is my project. I'm kinda happy, and I love you. Merry Christmas.